Hi everyone, it's Marieta. Welcome to this live training, 5 days live training. Today I'm going to talk about checklist for E2 visa. This is day 4. So if you missed my previous 3 days, make sure to go back and watch those videos first, because probably you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. Day 1 we were talking about how to validate the idea. Day 2 we talk about how you incorporate. Day 3 we talk about the business plan essentials, and this is day 4, and I'm going to talk about how you actually apply for your visa and what's the checklist. So it's going to be fun. So I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys. Hi Dan, nice to see you. Let me share this video and then we're going to start. Let me know who is there, where are you guys from. And again, this is for entrepreneurs, so if you have any questions like how to get a green card, marriage visa, whatever, I'm not going to talk about it. This is only for entrepreneurs. So, let me just share this and then we are going to start. By the way, for those who are just tuning in, welcome. Share this video with your friends, people who need this information, especially entrepreneurs. There is a link, the button you can click share somewhere here on the right or on the left or wherever, and you can share it so more people can ask questions, because I'm going to take also your questions and I'm going to answer them. Okay, let's share this. So this is day 4, and tomorrow is going to be last day, day 5. And also tomorrow I'm doing a live webinar, which is going to be 90-minute training. And I will post the link actually below this video, so you guys can join. And anyway, I will announce it tomorrow when I do this live again, so you guys are updated. All right, so let me share this. And then we can start. Okay. Share. Yeah, the reason I'm sharing it right now is because I want people to actually join, and especially people who have questions, right? Because if you join me later, that's fine, but then obviously you cannot ask live questions. So that's what I'm talking about. So if you have questions, this is place to be, especially. 1 second. Almost done, guys. And if you are watching me on YouTube, perfect, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. And you can always leave a comment below and I will get back to you later. But the purpose of this live is obviously to be able to answer your questions when it comes to E2 investor visas. And people, they ask me like, why do I just do investor visas? Why don't you do like a marriage visa? Because I don't want to. I don't like those visas. I focus on entrepreneurs. So you should go to different lawyer then. No offense. Time is limited, energy is limited. You gotta do what you love, right? So who's there, guys? Who is there? Say hi, introduce yourself, and then we're going to start. So if you are just tuning in and you didn't see the previous videos, training 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 4, 1, 2, 3, make sure to go back and watch those videos first. And today I'm going to talk about checklist. And this is actually a frequently asked question. What is the checklist if I want to apply for E2 visa? What's the checklist? And it's a perfect question, because obviously if you don't know the checklist, you don't have the roadmap, right? So this is sort of the roadmap, and I'm also going to post, here is the link. There is my other video that you can watch, and like I promised to you guys, I'm going to also post for you the link to tomorrow's live webinar. So it's a live webinar, free training. If you want to learn more, make sure to join. Let's see, here we go. Okay. Hi, Qasim. Thanks. So I just posted the 3 secrets how to get entrepreneur visa. Tomorrow, that's the webinar. So for those who want to join, sign up now. I also shared with you, did I? I thought I did share with you the another link that you might be interested in, and that's also a breakdown of the checklist. Here it is. Okay, so I share both links and we can start. So guys, what do you need to do if you want to apply for E2 visa? Obviously, you have to, there are 2 types of, the process is usually either in your home country or through the USCIS in the United States. With E2 visa, it's actually great because you don't have to apply in the United States at the USCIS. Like in case of L visa, you always need to apply in the United States at the USCIS, right? But with E2, you can apply in your home country. And sometimes people ask me, like, what's better? Is it better to apply by change of status, or is it better to apply if I just go back to my country and then apply again there, right? So what's better, you know? And the answer to that is, it depends what you need. But if you ask me, I prefer if you apply in your home country, because you are going to get the visa stamp in your passport. And if you get the visa stamp in your passport, you can actually travel. You can travel freely back and forth if you need to, except few countries that only give you the visa for 3 months. But then even if you get the visa for 3 months, you can still stay in the United States for 2 years, because that's the difference between the visa stamp and the visa stay, right? 2 different things. So if you ask me what's better, it's definitely better to apply through your home country, because you can actually have the stamp, and usually the visa stamp is valid for it depends where you're from, but it's between 2 and 5 years. That's like the standard. There are countries that give you the stamp for less than 2 years. For example, Jordan, for like 3 months, and within those 3 months you have to enter the US and stay, and you will have 2 years to stay, right? And then you can extend it. But in general, it's between 2 to 5 years, and that means within this period you can stay in the United States. But if your stamp is for like 5 years, that means that you can stay in the United States 2 years, but you can travel back and forth, you can come back, and you can, then again, the moment you enter the country, you have another 2 years, you can stay here, right? And so that being said, I believe, and it's logical, it's better to apply through your home country, because that way you can freely travel if you need to, right? The goal is to be free, not like be stuck in the United States. If you need to leave, you need to leave. And maybe you run multiple businesses. Maybe you have business in your home country and you really need to leave. And so this is actually better for you. If you apply by change of status, let's say you are in the United States and you are here on B visa, and you apply by changing the status to E2, obviously you're going to change the status and you're not going to get a visa. And this is sort of mistake. People think by changing the status they will get a different visa. No, you are just changing your status, your legal status, not necessarily the visa stamp, okay? And so if you do that, you can, and in the case you need to leave the country in the future, then you have to go back to that US embassy in your home country and get the stamp from there. Okay? So this is something that you need to be aware of. And now let's go back to this topic. Today's topic is the checklist for E2 visa. And for those who are just tuning in, hi guys. I will take your questions. Like, I see some questions and I will definitely answer them for you. So, give me just a second. I'm going to explain the checklist and then I'm going to answer your questions, okay? So first things first, Very important, obviously you have to invest substantial amount of capital. So ask yourself, have you invested substantial amount of capital? In case of E2 visa, obviously we're talking minimum 50 to 100K, but it depends again on the business model. So what do you need to show? You need to show that you invested this capital, and before even we show that, we show the proof and the legal source, you obviously have established entity. And I did talk about how to start LLC or corporation in my previous video, live training that was on Tuesday, I believe. So if you didn't see that live training, make sure to go back. You can scroll down on Facebook or search it on YouTube. I posted that video as well. So how to form entity, we already discussed it, so I'm not going to talk about it. So you're going to actually show the paperwork, the corporate paperwork that you have open up your LLC or C corporation. So what is it? Is it operating agreement, bylaws, meeting minutes, signature pages, certificate of incorporation, what else is there? Stock certificates, and also the documentation from the bank that you actually open up the corporate account. So this is what you're going to show. Then you're going to, additionally to that, because some people are already operating and running businesses, even though they don't live in the United States, these people need to show tax returns. So you need to show tax returns. If you don't obviously have tax return, meaning like you just established the business, that's fine. Additionally to that, you need to show annual report, P&L, and utility bills. The business is actually active. You are paying for office space, leasing space, you know, all the utility bills showing that you have active business. Then you're going to submit the business plan. We already discussed yesterday what are the essentials for the business plan. So again, if you didn't see that video, make sure to go back and watch that video again. Additionally to that, you need to show the bank statements. If you have multiple accounts where you actually wire your money from, your investment from, you need to show these multiple accounts, right? Maybe you have 2-3 accounts and you wire money from this source, that account. You know, everything has to be super crystal clear. Where are these money from? Very important. We have to establish legal source, okay? We have to establish legal source of your investment, and including wire transfers, including loan agreement, gift, inheritance, contract of sales, dividends, whatever is your source of your investment, you need to establish. There's got to be a proof about it, not just talk about it, legal proof, evidence, strong evidence. Then you also need to submit, and I highly recommend this, Cpa confirmation. This is actually confirming the investment you made from CPA, okay? After that, you also need to show that, like I mentioned, that you are actually renting out space. It depends. Maybe you have a warehouse. Maybe you do like a shipping type of company. Maybe you have office space. I mean, you definitely need it, but you have to show that you ensure the office space. You have the office space. You pay for it. All the invoices has to be shown clearly that, okay, this is real business, it's not speculative, it's not idle. You literally spend this much money, you literally invested this much money, you actually invested substantial amount of capital, or you are in the process of investing. Now, obviously this is like general. What I'm talking about here is very general. Every single business is different, and therefore every single business has different checklists. I'm just giving you the general overview, so you have idea what you need to submit, right? Also, additionally to that, you have to, when you want to apply for E2 visa, you have to put together a cover letter, and this cover letter needs to talk about your mission statement, product, services, how why are you investor, why you? Because you have invested substantial amount of capital, not your mother, not your father, not your brother, not your friend, you. Okay, if you are married couple and both of you want to apply, because I just got this question recently, this morning, there was, I think that somebody posted a comment, you know, if we are married couple and we own the 50-50 in the LLC, can we both apply for E2 investor visa? The answer is, obviously, you can apply for investor visa if you have funds that you are going to invest. If just one of you guys have the funds, then only one of you is the investor, not both of you. And even if your spouse owns 50% of your company, then doesn't mean that she can apply or he can apply for investor visa. Because you need to show that every investor needs to show that is meeting these requirements. Investment requirements, meaning I as an investor invested substantial amount from my source. If I don't have the funds, I borrow the funds, I loan the funds, or I receive a gift, inheritance, anything, whatever legal source, as long as it's legal source, it's okay. But I as an investor, I'm putting my money on the table and I am taking a risk of investment. So if your wife or husband is 50% owner, it doesn't necessarily mean that your spouse will be able to get this visa, investor visa. However, he or she can apply for dependent visa. Okay? And then he or she can apply for work permit. And I did talk about that, how to apply for this work permit, because once you get a work permit, you can pretty much work anywhere in the United States. Big deal. Big deal, guys. Make sense? Okay, and then you're going to apply literally through the U.S. Embassy. Now, today in this video, I'm going to cover how to apply through U.S. Embassy, not necessarily through the USCIS by chain of status, because I told you I prefer you apply through the U.S. Embassy. Also, it's cheaper and also is usually faster because it's about 1 month. They take the documentation, they review it 3-4 weeks, no longer. But if you do it within the United States, unless you pay extra the premium processing fee, it's like 2.5 months, maybe 3 months. Okay? So, how to apply through the US Embassy? You have to fill out DS-160, and then you have to fill out DS-156E if you are the investor. You're also going to add picture, white background, passport style of picture, and 600 times 600 pixels. And like I said, the cover letter. And you need to contact the US Embassy and ask them if they prefer that you ship this package. Obviously, you have to pay the filing fee. The filing fee is around $270. And then you can ask them if you can even read the instructions. Each embassy in different country, in different countries is very different. You will be surprised. Like embassy in Canada is accepting electronically. You can just email them all the attachments and you don't have to ship anything. You don't have to bring the documents with you. Same applies to embassy in Australia. But on the other hand, like embassy in Czech Republic or in Slovakia or in Dublin, they are, as far as I remember, it's a little bit slow. Like they don't have the option of electronically filing. So again, each embassy is different. Jordanian embassy, definitely not electronically filing. Each embassy is different. You have to read the instruction, and based on that, you will see if you have to either bring the documents, ship the documents, or you can actually email the paperwork. But when you email, there is a limit, so you have to convert the file, and always you have to follow the instructions. Always follow their instructions, because sometimes people don't, and then they get really annoyed because, you don't follow the instructions, so you don't respect them. See what I mean? So that's what you're going to do, guys. This is the checklist. And tomorrow I will discuss how to prepare for the interview, what questions they typically ask, how to answer these questions, okay? And how to make sure that you will pass the interview and you will get your visa. So, let me see the questions. How much investment do we need? Vishal is asking. Vishal, it depends. It depends because it depends on your business. Typically the minimum is like 50 to 100K, but it depends on the business, right? So I don't know your business model. It has to be substantial amount of investment, and that actually means that this amount will allow you to run the business and make it successful. So it's not just going to be marginal. And marginal means that you are generating less than minimum living expenses of yourself and your family in the United States. Yugal, which one business better there? How many investments? I think you are asking me what's the best business type, business model, and what's the minimum. I mean, I just answered that, like, what's the minimum? It has to be substantial. And if you ask me, like, what's the good investment? I mean, what's the good business model? I mean, this question, first of all, me as an immigration lawyer, I'm not able to answer. But me as an entrepreneur, someone who is in this field for a couple of years, in my opinion, I would say that, you know, if you focus on serving people online, if you can somehow come up with a business model that is online, you can really scale it. And therefore, I would suggest any kind of online type of business. But at the same time, there has to be a connection with the United States. Otherwise, why would they give you a visa if it's just an online business? Muhammad, is it online business? How much am I supposed to spend if it's online business? See, that's a great question, Muhammad. Again, online business term is very, very, very general. So you have to be more specific here, okay? What kind of online business you're talking about? You're talking about startup, or you're talking about application? You're talking about software development? What are you talking about? What kind of online business? Is it consulting? Like, what kind of online business? And I did cases with online consulting, and they were approved. So. But again, it depends. Just because you're doing online business, if you invest, okay, marketing agency, for example, you are providing services online, okay? Marketing agency, startup cost is not that high. You have 30, 40,000, you should be okay. But even if you, like, let's say, run online business these days, you know, you wanna set up like the website funnel, and that can be expensive, like 30,000, 30K, get ready. Startup, it will be startup. What kind of startup? Like, hello, if you want to create a startup, I mean, that's kind of like, you will probably need investor if you want to make it big. And even though first you start small, I helped recently, actually it wasn't recent, it was like a year ago or 6 months ago, I don't remember exactly. These guys, garage.com, and then they invested, I cannot really disclose how much they invested, but it wasn't 30,000, it was more than that. The point being here is that even if you build startup, you need money, right? So the question is, what is substantial when it comes to startup? It depends on your business. Can you create minimum viable product and launch the business with your own money, which I don't know how much is it, maybe it's 50,000, and with 50,000 you are able to create minimum viable product and launch that, right? And then you can raise money in the United States. So you can come to the United States on E2 visa because you created a minimum viable product, the business is actually already active, right? But you can still raise money, and that's the point here. So it depends. And obviously, anybody can sell online these days. How do you think I sell my business, my services? Obviously online, but doesn't mean I have a startup. See what I mean? Like, everyone is running business online, and if you're not running business online, something is wrong with you. I mean, you, like, what are you, dinosaur? You know what I mean? Like, everyone is doing everything online these days. So I need to know, what kind of online business do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Right? How much do you need? Okay, how much do you need for your business, for your startup, to make this happen? Ask yourself this question. Do your own market research. And then come up with the number and tell me the number, and I'll tell you if this is good or not. Because you need to show that you have actually started a business and it's real. It's not speculative. It's not idle. It's not passive, like a real estate investment. It's great to invest into real estate, but if you're just buying residential property, you don't qualify for it too. You have to turn it into a business. But by the way, Mohammed, great questions. We'll be selling this online. Yeah. Everyone is selling online. Okay, let me see what other questions you guys have. Let me see. Business visa, how long? Business visa, how long? How many years? 10 years or what? Jugal. Can you tell me about the business visa procedure? So, which one business? Okay, the business visa you're talking about is B1. And by the way, B1 visa doesn't allow you to manage your business in the United States, okay? If you come on B1 visa and you want to start your LLC and you want to manage this business and you want to get paid, it's illegal, okay? So people think they get B1 because it's called business visa. They can come here and they can manage their business. No, you can't. It's illegal. Maximum length of stay you will get for is 6 months on B1 visa. And if you stay in the country and you run your business, your LLC under B1 and you're getting paid, it's illegal. See what I mean? And yes, you get the visa for 10 years approximately, the stamp in your passport. But it doesn't mean that you can stay in the United States 10 years. The maximum length of stay is determined when you're entering the country by the officer, and it's usually 6 months. If you stay longer than 6 months, you're out of status, you become illegal here. And then don't call me because I cannot help you. So very, very important to know that. Okay? So if you want to run a business, obviously you need E2 or L, period. If you want to come to the United States, open a bank account, then definitely you can do it with the B visa. If you want to come to the United States to incorporate your company, LLC, C Corp, you can do it with B visa. But if you want to manage the business, get paid, get clients, it's illegal. In that case, you can hire someone who will do it for you, but you need to either leave the country or have someone. But then it's still tricky. Like I wouldn't do it because you basically cannot run your business and manage your business under B1, B2 visa. B1, B2 is actually essentially the same thing. It's just called visitor or business. It's the same. B1 is for people who come to the United States for a business meeting, conference, or negotiation, whatever, meeting their business partners and then leave. It's not for people who want to stay here, run the business, and get paid for it. So I hope that I answered your question, Jugal, I don't know how to pronounce your name. And what's the procedure? I'm not going to talk about the procedure for B1 because I do have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel. So youtube.com/ImmigrationBiz. You can check out those videos if you are interested. But like I said, be careful because you don't want to stay here illegally. You don't want to do something that you will regret in the future. Make sense? Okay, guys. So tomorrow, same time, I will cover how to prepare for the interview and how to stay calm. You want to stay calm so you can actually pass the interview, get your visa, and move to the US and start your business like you mean it. Also, what I'm gonna... Tomorrow is the webinar, right? So after the live, right after the live, there's gonna be the webinar. I posted the link. It's below here, below in the comment section. So you can click on the link and register for the webinar. 3 secrets how to get entrepreneur visa to the US. And I also want to mention that in about 4 weeks, guys, I'm launching new program, The American Dream Accelerator. This is for people who are ready to start the business, ready to go from an idea to a business. This is going to be about 8 weeks long program. During this time, I'm not going to take one-on-one clients, no consultation. So if you need to talk to me, you need to consult, or you want to work with me, before August 1st, you have the opportunity. Otherwise, I'm going to be focusing on that because I'm super excited. This program, I want to help minimum 30, 35 people. And I want to bring them from idea to the business, actual business. We're going to incorporate, we're going to make things happen, not just think and dream. So I'm not going to take any one-on-one. If you need to work with me or you need consultation, this week is the week where you can book it, and I will talk more about the program in my upcoming webinar tomorrow. And lastly, which I don't want to forget, today I received this email, and I have to tell you guys. Like, I was like, oh my God. Something that I need to disclose. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the name. Good morning, I want to share my situation. I applied to Green Card Lottery, and when I applied, they asked me to pay $400 to submit my application and tell me to wait. Now they contacted me again and asked me to pay 1,300 euros. They will be able to go to the interview at the embassy. I'm scared because I don't know if this is a scam. I know that the lottery is free. I need your advice. Okay. When I read this email, I was like, oh my God, please. Guys, as far as I know, there is nobody who is putting gun to your head telling you, you need to pay me, otherwise you'll never, ever, ever enter United States. So why are you scared? Like, I don't know. Why are you scared? Are they putting gun in your head? First of all. Second of all, if you know that the lottery is free, why do you even bother to think about their offer for $400 and they come back to you for 1,300 euros, not even US dollars? I mean, this is scam. Obviously, scam. Guys, don't ever pay anybody, please. This is killing me because you pay this person, they never file, they never apply for US lottery, DV diversity visa lottery, and you're losing your chance because you thought that, oh, I paid them, so they must apply. No. How do you know they actually apply? I have a free course. I took time to create free course that is going to guide you step by step how you can get your green card. ImmigrationBizAcademy.com. It's for free. Why did I do that? To avoid situation like that. I took my time, create a course for free. Please, don't pay these people. Don't even bother to reply to their emails. I don't know how these people find you or how you found them. I don't know. And be careful. Don't give money to strangers who promise results. And then on the other hand, I talk about how to get E2 investor visa, and I disclose this procedure, and people who are not aware of this opportunities because they don't think I'm scam. So if you think like attorney is scam, think twice. It's really killing me. I hate injustice. I hate scammers. I hate fraudulent activity. Like, guys, please, if you see something like that, somebody is asking for money, especially when it comes to green card lottery, scam. Okay? So, that being said, I'm gonna go. That's all today that I wanted to share with you guys. Tomorrow, same time, tune in. And yeah, American Accelerator link is about this video. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be below this video. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And thanks for watching. Bye.